I'm recording. Dad,
Huh?
I'm recording you.
Are you?
Yeah.
You want me to tell you then?
Yeah.
Okay. They brought me in 1938 from Costilla to San Luis, Colorado. And I was only 8 years old. And my dad had to go work in the potato fields. So he didn't have anybody to babysit, just me. So I was taking care of my sister and my little brother. And my mother was in the hospital in Denver. And
What was wrong with her?
she had female trouble. And so he taught me how to make some oatmeal, toasted oatmeal
Uh-huh.
in the morning. Taught me how to make some biscuits.
So you're only 8 years old, huh?
8 years old. And put some beans to cook. And put demitas to cook. Demitas.
Uh-huh.
And so I was doing all that. And then a few weeks went like that, and then my two older sisters, one of them got Viola, and the other one got Bencito. So that left me all alone at home. And I used to have two or four more friends, and we used to go bumming around all over town. And first we used to go and steal some beer bottles from a beer joint, and we used to go down the creek and wash the bottles and take them into the front door and sell them the bottles again. And we make enough to go to the show.
How much were the movies?
A dime a movie, and the popcorn was a dime, and nickel for a Hershey bar. Can you imagine that?
Wow, sounds pretty
Baby
nice.
Ruth,
Uh-huh.
a Baby Ruth was 5 cents.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? And the gum for 5 cents.
Wow.
And so there was a 3-story building across the street from the beer joint, and that was Salazar vacuum place where they used to put all the gunny sacks and potato sacks and flour sacks and all that stuff over there. And it was 3 stories high, and it was a potato, a plate made out of stone. And I used to crawl it like Spider-Man, climb up the hill,
Uh-huh.
and used to go up there and top. They had a little gate up there and top, and I used to go up there and throw the gunny sack to my friend. And we made enough to go to the movie. And we keep doing that all the time. And they finally got up to it, and they fined us $50, or they were going to take it to the prison, you know.
Uh-huh.
So my grandfather paid the fine, the $50.
Wow. So how much would have that been like now?
Like $500.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, my mother came home finally, and me and my sister and my brother moved to another part of town.
Which brother?
Benny,
Mm-hmm.
Benny Archuleta,
Oh, he was back. What about Aunt Viola? Was she back?
Yeah, Viola too.
No, it was Aunt Lucy and...
Yeah, they were married and they were having kids, you know. And
Daddy, can you record?
me and Viola used to go swimming
Uh-huh.
in a river up by the. It must have been about half a mile from my house. We used to go swimming up there, and then they had a compuerta, they call it, irrigating this from the river to the meadows, and they used to open up the trap and used to let the water run into the meadows to water the meadows, you know,
Uh-huh.
so that it's still green for the cows, you know. And then they had enough water. They shut the water off from there. Anyway, I used to. It was 18 by 18 tubing, and it must have been about 100 feet long. That underneath the water. And I
Uh-huh.
used to go from there to the other end of that place underwater. Used to go underneath it,
Wow.
swimming. Yeah. And then I used to go up in the hills and looking for arrowheads and stuff like that.
And this was all in San Luis, Colorado?
San Luis, Colorado. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I better stop for now.
Okay.
Thanks, Mama.